This Adam 2 for 1. I'm gonna talk about the Blair Wright Laci Green debate or whatever that was. If you notice, okay, it was one thing you noticed was she was doing that pin click thing. That was pretty annoying, right? You would think, why was she doing that? You know, when I see some of these SJWs, I'm thinking like, is this for real? Like, I mean, are they trolling it? This can't be real, right? Because you know the thing about, I'm gonna try to go fast. If you know the thing about Anita, she wears a lot of makeup. So if you're against makeup, sexualizing women, why are you wearing makeup? And then if you notice, and also I noticed was a lot of feminists don't wear bras. They're against bras. I guess because bra was invented by a man. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, that's if you don't wear a bra, that makes a man pay attention to your chest even more. So I don't know why you're doing that, but anyway, you do what you want. I'm not gonna say you can do what you want. So yeah, she's clicking his pen. So like I said, I don't know if she's being truthful or not, but they are making money off this stuff. They are making money off feminism. So there is some acting involved. On both sides, it doesn't matter. I mean, there's some acting. You know, you have your character on the camera, and you have the character in real life. So, I wouldn't say she's like. See, some of the films are kind of stupid, but I wouldn't say Laci is stupid. I would say she's kind of smart. If you look in her bio, she was her mother was Mormon, and his father was like a Muslim from Iran. So yeah, she grew up in like a religious family. You know, Mormon, you know, they're pretty religious. You know, Muslim, you know, they're strict too. I grew up in a Muslim family. They're pretty strict. So, but then usually when people grow up in a strict family, they usually break out and become something else. You usually become atheists or something. Because it's just rebellion. You know, you're just trying to rebel against the religion. So anyway, so the whole time I know she was doing that clicking, so it was like she was trying to get on your nerves, and you can tell she didn't really want to do the interview, because why would you do that clicking? That was just so. And like I said, most of the time SJWs, they ain't trying to talk to nobody. They wanna be in their little bubble, and on Tumblr or something, and usually they turn off comments. They don't even want to talk to you. They don't want you to say anything about it, what's going on. They don't like criticism. Online or even real life. So, here she said, clicking away, interrupting, stuff like that. Blair White was trying to be calm. But you say, well, the whole gender thing. I would have called Blair White a he. Because I mean, I have respect for him because he knows he was born a male. So I wouldn't. Well, if he wants to be called a she, I still wouldn't call her a she because he was born a male. I would still call him a he. And I would call Blair White a she. She's going to this pansexual crap, and I don't believe in no 80 million genders. That was the dumbest thing. You know. We don't need no 80 million genders. We need to just master these two genders. Master ourselves, master these genders. And master these gender roles. We do have gender roles. And I will explain why we actually have them. Now, just by looking at the video, you can tell these gender roles were playing out. Now, she says she's against these gender roles of women have to only be mothers, and women can be like men and stuff like that. This is all construct. It's not real and all stuff. We can have 50 million or 50 million genders, and what she said, 9,000. And there's no such thing as gender roles. It's all social constructs. We just all made it all up. And I was like, no. Women have been mothers to their children. They've been breeding and mothering and fathering for like the end of time. Since they were humans, we've always been doing it. All cultures have pretty much the basic. If you don't have these basic gender roles in your culture, yeah, your community ends up being pretty bad. So yeah, so if you look at the interview, yeah, the whole gender role thing was being played out. Blair White, because of, I think she's been taking hormones or something. Um, she knew to, be nice. She was just trying to be nice, and she did a pretty good job of being nice and being calm. And it was kind of funny because of her hormones and stuff like that. Because most of the time men are pretty aggressive, but because of her hormones, it was kind of like, it was weird because it was kind of like balanced. She knew to calm. She knew not to yell or not to get mad. So it was kind of weird how she was able to handle her emotions, but Laci wasn't. You know. So here's the thing I noticed. Laci, first of all, Laci is 27. 27 is that age where you're supposed to have been had a child by now. Your child should have been like in elementary by now. You should have had a child by maybe 22, and then at 27, your child's 5 years old, entering elementary school, or yeah, something like that. So by that age, because feminists skip motherhood, all the things about a woman are starting to play out. So because they chose not to be mothers, they're mothers to other people. So if you notice anything about the interview, she was doing that. She was interrupting. She was trying to be right. She was towards the end. He was talking about Riley, and I don't want to call him a she. And she basically attacked her like, no, you have to care about his feelings. You got to respect him, and you should. That's disrespectful. That's bad. And every time Blair would disagree, she would always make her feel bad. So she had the more high ground, and Blair was basically the little kid. And Laci was talking to Blair like it was her son or something, or her daughter. And so I noticed that the more men can have child at any age. We can skip. We can have child. I mean, Donald Trump was like 60 years old and he had a kid. So men can have a child at any age they want, but not women. Women have to bear children at a certain point. And if you skip that point where you were supposed to raise a child, you end up being mothers to someone else. So if you know anything about the interview, I'm going to try to go quick. You know anything about the interview? Yeah, she was acting like somebody's mom. I was just thinking to myself, like, first of all, you can tell she didn't want to do it. And second, she sounded like somebody's mother. The way she would correct you, the way, she would make you feel bad if you didn't say yes, you're correct. It was like almost like you might as well thought that Blair would have said, "Oh yeah, Mom, you're right. I'm sorry." You would have thought at some point Blair was thinking he was talking to a mother and was gonna say, "Yeah, you're right, Blair. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry." And say, "Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm glad you know I'm right." And it was like it was kind of like that where she just wanted to be right. She wanted to basically be like her mother or something. And every time Blair would come with a stat, she would just shut it down. Like, no, you're not out there. It's almost like how the elders talk, where you haven't lived as long as me, so you just don't know what you're talking about. I have life experience. Because she had this so-called life experience, or because degree, you couldn't really talk. You couldn't really have a counter argument because it was like, because degree, because life experience, because I'm out there, your opinion doesn't matter. Your stats are false. So that's what I noticed, that Laci was acting like she was somebody's mother. And like I said, gender roles were playing out because she skipped that point of her life that she was supposed to be a mother. Now she's being a mother to somebody else. So these feminists can keep claiming that women are the same as men and these gender roles don't exist all they want. But I see them being played out all the time. You can say this stuff don't matter, you know, but it gets played out all the time. And this stuff it's not just social constructs or something. No, these things are being played out in the mind, in the body, naturally. So, yeah, I don't believe for a second there's no gender roles. There's definitely some gender roles, and they get played out every single time. So, if you look at the interview, Blair was the son or the daughter, and then Laci was the mother. And that's how it was being played out. It was kind of interesting. So anyway, that's what I thought about it. It was actually kind of entertaining. I couldn't listen to the whole thing straight through because that clicking was annoying, and the interruptions were like really annoying. But it's kind of like talking to your mother. That's what I saw. It's like talking to your mother. You can't say nothing right. Everything she's saying is correct. You know, Blair was the kid and Laci was the mother. That's what I saw. So anyway, remember to I guess comment and do turn on notifications. Yeah, there you go. Alright, peace out.